Afternoon, peoples. Where to sit? I'm going to go this way. This is a 24-week update for baby number 5. And pretty sure I say every time, but it's going to be a quick one. Not a lot has gone on this week. It is freaking hot. It's the biggest thing I'm suffering with this heat. It's so hot. But whenever Jason's home, we've been living down at the waterhole, so that's pretty awesome. I think the only other thing this week that is new, all the other symptoms sort of come and go, indigestion or the back pain or things like that. I've been hungry for weeks. I'm still hungry all the time. Oh no, Kalani, please leave those, darling. Thank you. Can you leave them in there? No, just one. They're all connected. Hang on a second. Excuse me. Okay, the one thing that has changed or added to my list of pregnancy symptoms is, excuse me again, kidlets, and yeah, the newest symptom is, I can't even remember, cramps, and not stomach or uterus cramps, but cramps in my feet or legs, and usually in the middle of the night. Like last night, I woke up with a horrible cramp in my leg and I had to jump up because I tried to just push my foot on the mattress and it just wasn't doing it. So I tried sitting up and pushing it on the ground, wasn't doing it. So I had to get up and walk around, and that's not fun when I just want to sleep. So yeah, it's mainly just in the bottom of my feet where you would normally get, a foot cramp. But sometimes it goes right up my shin or my calf. And they come on so slowly, like I know it's coming and I can't stop it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not like the one in my sleep woke me up all of a sudden and it was really intense, but it had probably taken its time to come on, because usually if I'm just lying in bed and I feel it coming on, or the other night it was when I was getting in the car and I had to jump back out. I couldn't start driving and I was ready to leave. It was like 11 o'clock at night and I just wanted to be home. And I had to get out and walk myself around because I can't drive, especially a manual, with one of my feet cramping in the arch. And I've heard before it's something to do with salt, too much or not enough salt, which is probably true because I have a bit of a thing with salt. But I don't know for sure. I might Google it. Okay, put them in. Thank you. Yeah, you can keep that one. Put all the big ones. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. I shall read the 24-week. No, just leave those, please. You've got one. Before I read this, actually, there has been another thing. I feel like I've been getting grumpy. Not all the time, but especially nights. I struggle with bedtime with the kids. My fuse seems to get super short and I'll get grumpy really quickly. Maybe part of it is the heat. Sometimes I just can't handle it with the heat. But yeah, it seems to be bedtimes. I don't know if I'm just working myself up, put myself in a rut, or if it's something to do with the pregnancy or not. But here we go. Let's read week 24. You may be feeling constipated. No. Changes in blood flow can mean your blood pressure drops and you may feel faint. That I have had sporadically throughout the whole pregnancy, but I can't say I remember it happening in this last week. But it probably could have, because, yeah, like I say, it happens all the time. If I get up too quick. This can happen when you lie flat on your back because the weight of the uterus can compress the big fat vein, the inferior vena cava, that carries blood from your lower parts back to your heart. If you do feel weird, stop lying on your back and you'll feel better again. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with lying in any position to do with faintness or anything like that. It's just when I'm sitting and I stand up too fast. Many babies born at this stage have survived with the help of the hospital intensive care, but this is by no means guaranteed. The biggest problem is that the lungs aren't really finished. So the fetus came out, if the fetus came out early, it would need help to breathe. The fetus still looks thin compared to the roly-poly Anguides postcard style baby. Pass. But it is starting to get plumper. Weight about 630 grams. And by centimeters, the length from head to bum is past what I can do on one hand. So it says it's like bang on 21 centimeters, and if I stretch my finger and my thumb out as big as I can, like, it can go flatter on the book, but that was 20 centimeters. So it's this plus a whole nother centimeter. So baby's getting big from head to bum. And the movements, I've had movements every day for ages, but the movements are starting slowly to get higher because I feel like baby's been so low the whole time, and the movements are starting to be at the top of my belly as well sometimes, and it'll often be when I'm driving, and I think it's because of the way that I'm sitting and maybe the seatbelt as well, but it feels like an elbow or a heel, like something real bony. I remember those feelings from other pregnancies, but yeah, I've been getting those at the top and just having a laugh at my belly, watching it go bloop, bloop, watching it move. I think that's about it. Yep, short and sharp, nearly 7 minutes. I can't really think of anything else right now, so I may as well wrap it up before it hits 7 minutes. So yep, thanks for watching. You should see me again next week. Bye bye.